Good morning. Today is Friday, January 9th, and I am making a pre-recorded video, not doing a live video this morning because I am traveling. However, I could still go over the pre-market analysis. We have some economic data coming up at 7:30, earnings, average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm unemployment and unemployment rate. That'll be a big number that's going to come in there. And then at 9 o'clock, you'll have University of Michigan consumer sentiment and inflation expectations. Let's start and get right into our broader markets. So let's start with the ES right now. I think a lot is going to depend on what kind of data is going to come out right now, but I can give you a good idea. You can see I've got some resistance levels that are in there that if we're going to move higher, we're going to have to get above that 69.7630 level. If we get above that level, I think we push into that 69.90-ish. And then if we can get above that level up there, then I can think, we can push towards those all-time highs again. This becomes a speed zone right in here if we do get above that 69.7630 level. However, if we lose that 69.63 level, we may come back down here and test this. I would say the 69.50 is still holding pretty strong. I would say, yep, 69.51.41 is still a pretty good level of support there. You can see that we're kind of stair-stepping higher here. So I would say if we get some good economic data, you could see a nice little thrust to the upside there. However, you still have to be prepared if you do lose some steam up there, just as you can get a speed zone that's going into the upside area. What a speed zone is, when you have a straight down move, then all of a sudden these sellers, you could have a combination of people getting their positions covered and also taking on new positions, taking on new shorts. So with that combination there, the people that took on new shorts right here, it becomes a short squeeze, meaning that they're wrong and they better get out, right? And so then it's a short squeeze and it rapidly moves higher to where it's all started here. So something to keep in mind there. But the same thing happens on the upside, right? So if you get that that long move onto the upside, the same thing can happen on the downside there. So I would say 69.51.41 is a good level to hold. If we lose that 69.40, 69.32.25 area, you come down here, and I think you lose this whole entire move up here. You come down to that 69.22. If you lose 69.22, then you're going to come down to all this support at 68.96 and a half to 69.05. Let's move on to the NASDAQ. Let's see the NASDAQ here. So the NASDAQ chopping around still. Let's clean this up a little bit. I would say today, same thing. You see that big short squeeze or the big speed zone that I'm talking about, right? So, it's starting to retrace itself as we speak right now. So I would say if you do regain this level right here at 25,783.78, you're going to move up to that 25,815 level. If you can recapture that level, I think right in here is a good inflection point there. To get over that 25,849.75 allows you to start moving higher into that 25,935.25 level, and then into this higher regressional trend line I have here, 25,989. On the downside, however, if you lose that 25,608.25 level, you're going to come to, you see this lower end of this regressional trend line is holding up pretty well right now. So I still like that 25,566.87 level for support. But if you do lose that, I think you can lose, you can definitely lose some steam there, and come on down here and test this 25,277.75. Maybe not all in one day, but it's important for us to hold this level. So let's get into Tesla right now. By the way, if you're new to this channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up button, like this video, and then down in the description area you can join our Discord community for live trading from 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday. However, because I'm traveling today, there will not be any live trading, but I will be back on Monday. So let's go into Tesla here. Tesla. So those of you that are new, I'm big on point of controls that are left open here, and this is these yellow little bars that you see here. It's a script that's automatically generates itself, and it generates the high volume price where most of the trades are. So you can see like it traded in this area the most, so it generates that yellow line there. So what happens is at the close of the day, if it generates, so like on the close of January 7th, if the market doesn't come back and hit it afterwards, meaning that we sold off from this point of control here, did not come back up and test that level again, the market likes to test these certain levels, I leave this level as an open point of control until it gets hit. So now what had happened was in pre-market yesterday, I spoke of this open point of control at 436.47 level. That was open. We opened up down at this level right here at this got as low as 430.69, and then we popped up through the day, and then we hit that point of control level to the T. Actually, I played that pretty well yesterday. I set an alarm, and when that alarm went off there, I shorted Tesla and made some decent money there at the end of the day as well. But I made money on this move on the upside too. But so now what happens when that point of control gets hit? I will remove it from my charts, and so that's not a good level anymore. However, these levels now can be support if you want to play it that way, but that's not what I've learned and studied through the years. So now, looking at these point of controls, you still have another point of control open at 455. Because I don't consider that level being hit yet. So you can see right here, it did not come back up and hit that level from the close of, where were we there? The close of the January 5th. So that level is still open. So it's very, I'm very precise with this. It needs to hit it, not come close. So it's open. So that 455.09 level is still open. And so now, right now, what I'm looking at here, what I talked about just now with the broader markets as far as the speed zone is concerned, here's a beautiful speed zone for Tesla right now. So if you get over that 439.74 level for Tesla today, I would say that you could very easily, let's get a better view on this. You could retrace this whole speed zone right here. However, you got to be careful. You got the 50-day SMA. Let's move these in here. You have the 50-day SMA up here at 444.43. The 20-day SMA is way up there at 462.14. However, we are above the 100-day SMA down here, so that is some decent support down there. I would say, though, my level to watch today, if you get above, if you break and hold above that 439.74, I think we're going to quickly move it in that 44.43 level. However, you may get a little resistance there. If we do blow through that 444.43 level, 450 is coming, and then I think we'll target that 455.09 level. On the downside, you can see on this downside here, I've got a Fibonacci level that's 76.4%, and that level was 431.69. We dipped below it a little bit yesterday, but then it regained it towards the end of the day, and it's showing some pretty decent support on there. So if you did get some downside there, I would still use this level here, the 431.67, as support. If we lose that level, I think that you could quickly lose that move from yesterday and come on down and test these December lows down here at 422.12. And then, of course, as we were speaking yesterday, if you lose the 422.12 level, you come down to the 411.45 level. If you lose the 445 level, 422.12 level, you come down to the 411.45 level. If you lose that 411.45 level, I think 390 is definitely going to be in the picture. So that's my view on Tesla today. So anyways, as far as if I was trading this morning, which I'm not going to be, these are the calls and put prices that I would start with. Let's see here. Okay, so let's go with a 5-minute opening range from yesterday. It was a pretty good structured one. Let's not do that. So on the 5-minute opening range yesterday, you had the low 427.80. Excuse me, you had the low at 424.37, and the high was 430.69. When you broke that range, you could have got about $6 out of this move. The one thing that I've been looking at on this break is if you can get above the previous day's close, that's a good level to maybe get long and use your stop just below that. So you can see this dotted line here, that's the opening trade. Sometimes I use that opening trade line as a good level too. You got that pop there, you can go long there and you put your stop just below that. So there's all kinds of ways to go about it. But if I was trading today, I would start my day off. I would have the 435 calls. They all expired today, and so that's why I'm really tight to the market. So it's actually in the money right now. So this price right here that closed at 450, that's going to close. That's going to open up higher. And then 435 puts, as the market would open, I may change that. I would have maybe changed that to 440 puts, but it's close enough right now where the premium will probably open up right in the $3 range. And so that's what I would start with today. Obviously, I change my call prices and my put prices as the market moves. So anyway, subscribe to the channel. If you're new here, hit that thumbs up button and like this video. And then down in the description, you can join the Discord community for live trading, 8:30 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Time, Monday through Friday, except because I'm traveling today, I will not be doing any live trading. Have a great weekend, everybody. I will be back on Sunday to give the market ahead review for the week, and then I will be back on Monday for pre-market analysis at 7:30 a.m. Central Time. Have a great weekend, everybody. Talk soon.